Welcome back, everyone. I'm Shortcut Sherry, and it's another Tip Tuesday. Today's tip is about OneDrive, and I'm preparing you for my webinar that's tomorrow that's all about the 5 top things you're missing in OneDrive for Business. Today's tip is about using Selective Sync with OneDrive. I'm right now looking at my files that are in my OneDrive for Business account in my Office 365 subscription. When you use the sync option that's on the main toolbar, it creates a copy of your files on your hard drive. There are 3 from your hard drive that automatically back up to the cloud, and those are the ones that have the little shine on them here: Desktop, Documents, and Pictures. I've also created another folder called Power BI Reports, and I'm doing this for a specific purpose. Let's look at our hard drive. On your C drive of your computer, you have a limited amount of space. This C drive only has 27.6 gigabytes free of 71 gigabytes of space. You have a terabyte of space available to you within OneDrive. If you fill up your OneDrive and sync the entire thing, you're going to crash your hard drive. You need to be aware of how much space you have on your local hard drive. I see this very often, and that's why I'm sharing this tip. Do you really need everything that you have in the cloud on your local computer? Probably not. When you sync your OneDrive for Business, you get a special folder on your hard drive. In this case, mine is OneDrive Contoso because that's the name of my company. Here are those same exact files that I have in OneDrive, including those file folders that I told you about. Now, what if we don't need everything here on our hard drive? For example, those Power BI reports. I have about 8 Power BI reports that only work in the cloud. They don't work from my desktop because the source of the content is in the cloud too. I don't need those on my local computer. So how do we save space on the computer? We can use Selective Sync. To find the settings for your OneDrive for Business folder, let's go to the tray in the lower right-hand corner by the clock. Expand the tray if you don't see any of the icons there, and you should have a blue one that looks like a cloud. Click on that, and then choose the settings icon. And select Settings. This is where we decide which folders sync and which ones don't. I have 2 locations that are currently syncing. The first one is my OneDrive Contoso. Choose Folders, and then I can deselect the folders that I don't need on my local hard drive, like the Power BI reports, and click OK. Now, what is this other one that's here, the Mark 8 project team? Did you know that you can also sync your SharePoint or Teams folders? Here's the Mark 8 project team. This is also syncing to my hard drive. If I don't need all of these files, I can do the same thing. Go back to the settings, choose Folders, and then select or deselect the folders that I don't need. And click OK. That's immediately going to free up some space on my hard drive. Now, if I go back to OneDrive and choose all of those Power BI reports, and move them to the Power BI folder, those files will no longer sync to my hard drive. Use Selective Sync to save your computer and your hard drive space and still be able to access the content that you need from the cloud. That's my tip for this week. Thanks for watching. I'll be back next week with another great tip. In the meantime, check out these amazing events that we have coming up. And until next time, I'm Shortcut Sherry, and it's my job to make your job easier.